all. Welcome to online teaching session of Academic World School Bemetara, and we are here for the classes entrepreneurship. I would recommend you to take your notepad and a pen to write down the important notes, and do not forget to complete your assignments after watching this video. Okay, and we are on the topic entrepreneurial opportunities, which is chapter number 1, and today we are going to cover the subtopics like factors of business environment, opportunities and problem solving, uses of problem identification. In last video guys, we had completed the importance of business environment, how to spot an opportunity, how to create an enterprises, and today we are going to focus on the part of that diagram, that is spotting a problem solving, spotting an opportunity, and problem solving, how they are closely related with each other, right? And today the first topic is factors of business environment. Basically, there are two factors: micro factors and macro factors. Micro and macro factors we all once we have studied in class 11th also, but now we are going to focus in the deeper sense. Micro factors are all closely and internally related to a firm. When we talk about a firm, the micro factors are closely related and they are the internal part of firm, like customers, suppliers, investors, employees, etc. So they are all internally related. Yes, when we talk about customers, when we talk about supplier, employees, investors, they are all integral part of a firm. It is not related with any other firm. If I talk about my employees, then my employees will be concerned with my firm only, which is concerned with a firm. So all micro factors are those which are concerned with a firm, and it does not affect any other firm in that area or in that criteria in the same nature of firm. So it does not affect any other firm. It only affects a particular firm with whom these factors are related. So this is known as micro factors. And macro factors affect generally to all firms in same area, country or same nature. Same nature of firms means macro factors affect a wide area, wide number of firms, many number of firms, right? And they affect all the firms all together in same sense, right? Like if policy is changed about the laws, what to export and what not to export, then all those firms will be affected which are dealing in that particular product on which legal restriction have been imposed. So all these are the factors of macro factors. Let's go in somewhat deeper sense. This is known as pastel model. We call it pastel model. Pastel color आते हैं आपके, तो you can remember it according to the pastel model. P stands for political factors. E stands for economic environment. S, social environment. T, technological environment. E, ecological environment. L, legal environment. Ecological environment and legal environment, and you can write down businessmen, and all those factors affect directly on the business or sometimes indirectly also. So we need to focus on these environments. Let's study them one by one. First of all, we are going to discuss about political environment. What is political environment? As you can see from the name, it is politics. Politics means ruling party. Ruling parties' ideologies, the type of interest means to which factor they are more interested in. Ruling party want to bring changes in particular area, so what type of changes it want to bring and what type of interest it possess for the people, for the area, for the city, for the state, right, or for the country. So ruling party's ideologies, type of interest for its nation or state are covered under the political environment. See, if I give you example of Hyderabad. Hyderabad is also known as the cyber hub of India, right? Why it is known as cyber hub of India? If you go back before 20 years or 15 years, so it was not like that, right? It has grown up into the IT hub or cyber hub because of the ideologies of the present government, the government which has given a push to that Hyderabad to be IT sector, right? So if we take example of Hyderabad here as IT hub, so how it got raised because of the political environment, because ruling party was interested, ruling party's ideologies were there to develop Hyderabad as IT hub. So there was no legal restrictions, there were no economically involved anything, but the government was interested in something, so government has brought interest in that sense, right? Same when we talk about the Gujarat. So Gujarat's tourism is promoted a lot. Nowadays Gujarat tourism is promoted a lot. If you see, since 5 years Gujarat is promoting tourism. So why it is promoting tourism? Because Gujarat's state government want to promote its tourism and want to attract tourists over there. So wherever particular government is interested in, it keeps all the factors open, opportunities for those business in that particular area. So if we are talking about Gujarat, so do you think the businessmen are getting opportunity in the tourism industries in Gujarat? Yes. So likewise, political factors always open or close the opportunities for businessmen, right? So political factors affect, they open or close the opportunities for businessmen. Guys, remember one thing, that politics is not related with laws. It is only related with the interest of ruling party. Laws are not concerned with politics. Wherever ruling party is interested in, it start bringing changes in that particular sense, and it changes the environment, it changes the area, it changes the aura of that particular city, of that particular state or nation. So interests of ruling parties are concerned with political environment, right? Next. I hope you all have written this micro and macro, this gross domestic product, our incomes level, that is per capita or national income. Per capita or national income, so GDP, income levels, monetary or fiscal policies, monetary or fiscal policies, liberalization, privatization, globalization, that is LPG policy, then balance of payment, right? Transportation, communication, and interest rates, any changes in private or public sector, banking reforms, all these points are concerned with economic environment. See, GDP, again it is related with the incomes, income levels, income level, per capita and national income, monetary and fiscal policies, liberalization, privatization, globalization, LPG policy, yeah, balance of payment. Balance of payment is always concerned with money and the debt and the international debt, right? Transportation and communication. Then interest rate, which is again related to the banks, private and public sector and banking reforms. All these things are covered under the economic environment. So whenever these are decided by the central or state government, these decisions are taken by the central or state government. So whenever any reforms occur, in economy, in our economy, then it straight away affect our business, right? And that business is affected by all these factors comes under the economic environment. Okay? Okay, so if you have written this political environment, then I'm going to rub it, okay? Now we are coming on social environment. Social environment is concerned with society. Social environment is concerned with society, that means society taste, preferences, their culture, customs, traditions, culture, customs, traditions, their likes, dislikes, okay, standard of living, people interest. So all these are concerned with social environment, right? I'll give you one example in social environment. See, what are the factors we have written here? The taste and preferences, the culture, customs and traditions, likes, dislikes, standard of living, people interest. So all these are people interest. On one hand Goa and another hand Banaras, suppose. So if I open a puja stall in Goa somewhere, like I keep some puja material in Goa, so would I get sale in Goa to have puja material, and I open a shop for sari, then would I get sale in Goa for that sari shop and puja stall? Obviously no, because people are coming there in Goa with different mindset. They are coming there for roaming around, for enjoying, for creating different type of memories, right? And when we are talking about Banaras, then of course fashion will be there, but not at peak. Like if I open a different type of denim stall and different beach clothes stall, then would it get a sale over in Banaras? Obviously no, because people are coming over there with a spiritual sense, right? So both places have different mindset. So this is concerned under the social environment. Like in Goa there is different taste of people, and in Banaras there is different taste of people. So these kind of factors are covered under the social environment. Suppose in particular time pollution is increasing day by day, right? So if in this increasing pollution, if we bring RO purifier, it has invented, right? So if RO purifier has launched its many products like Kent RO and Purify, Pureit, so many products have been launched. So are they getting sale right now? Yes, they are getting sale, because we are not getting drinking fit drinking water. If these RO would have been launched before 30 years, so would they have got sale at that time? No, because at that time drinking water was free and drinking water was fit for drinking. Like river water, pond water was fit for drinking. So at that time we did not require any RO, but right now we require RO. So it always with taste and demands, when likes and dislikes, when interest of the people get changes, then only it is covered under the social environment. You may note down all these factors and write down the example. Also try to quote it in your words and write down in your fair notebook. Okay. Next we are coming on economic environment. Also there are so many examples related to it only. Like if national income of a particular country has increased, so which factor is this? Under which factor it will get covered? It will covered under the economic environment. Suppose in 2009 there was bank rate interest which were decreased. Bank rate interest decreased, right, for loans, right? So under which environment it will get covered? It will get covered under the economic environment. So likewise question will come and they will ask you about these particular factors only, and you have to identify that under which environment it is getting covered. Okay. Now I am coming on different. Next one. So now we are coming on technological environment. It is very simple. Technological environment is simple to identify. It is related with the reforms in technology. It is related with the reforms in technology, right? Like improvement in improved equipments, improved machineries, या फिर method of production. Improve method of production, right? And if we talk about the quality, improved quality of any product, then it would be considered under the technological environment, right? Improved equipments, right? Before 30 years or so, we used to use typewriters, right? Now typewriters had so many problems. Like once if we have did any error, then we cannot remove it, we cannot delete it, we have to retype whole page. Then because of this, black and white TV, black and white TV were there, and when there were changes in the technology in that area, then what happened? There was color TV identified. Now LED TVs are coming, smart TVs are coming. So it is always getting changed in the technological area. So when the particular equipments, particular things, particular assets are getting improved in the technological sense, then we can convert, then we can cover it under the technological environment, right? Or you can write down many examples. You have seen that all the things we are using right now, it has completely changed from the time it has been invented. Like you can see the computers. When first computer was of the size of whole room, and now the computer is converted into laptop, tablets. So right, the complete technology has been changed. So when there are reforms under the technology, then it is covered under the technological environment, right? Any method of production is also increasing or improving, then also it is considered under the technological environment. Suppose there was a machinery which used to take a lot of electricity, which used to consume a lot of electricity, like our AC, refrigerators, every product used to consume a lot of electricity. But now we are getting 5-star products, so they consume less electricity. So all these improvements in these products are considered under the technological environment, right? Next is very simple. That is ecological environment. Ecological environment is concerned with ecosystem. That means ecology. That is our surroundings. Our surroundings. That means if a business is accepting pollution-free methods, or any method which is favorable to nature, is known as ecological factors. So all those factors which are beneficial for our nature, for our surroundings, for our environment, then these factors are known as ecological environment. For example, if a businessman is accepting any pollution-free method of production, he has bought a machinery which may be expensive but which gives less pollution to our environment, then this example is covered under the ecological environment. There is nothing to elaborate much. This is very simple. Whenever we think about the society, whenever we accept any method, we do something for society, it is known as ecological environment. Okay. Next, I hope you have written this ecological environment. Now we are coming on another one. statutory warnings are important to write, necessary to write, because it has been prescribed by the law. Because if you will not describe them, if you will not write these warnings, then there may be a case, your product could be sued against the laws, right? So statutory warnings are covered under the legal environment. Any reforms which consequence, punishments, that if you do not follow it, then there will be, you will be after the bar, right? You will be in the jail for 6 years, 7 years or so. So these all acts and reforms covered under the legal environment. So it is very simple to identify again. If the question comes that court has passed the order to ban the polythenes, court has passed the order to ban the polythenes, right? So court has passed and polythenes are banned completely, but means you cannot use it. If you use it, there will be punishable offense, there will be punishment, consequences, punishment, any type of punishment, maybe fines, maybe you will be behind the bars. So any punishable offense will be under the legal environment. So we have covered all the pestle environment, pestle model, we have covered political, economical, social, technological, ecological and legal. So all these factors have been covered, and there are questions given in your assignments, you may do it. Now we are coming on the very small topic. This is not much elaborated, just 5 minutes I take. Next one is factors are done, opportunities and problem solving. See, we had put light in the previous videos also that what is opportunity. What is opportunity? It is derived from need, problem or expectations of society. It is opportunity is a chance to do something. Opportunity is a chance to do something. So opportunity is what? It is derived from need of the society, problems or expectations of the society. It is a chance to do something. That means there is a scope that you can bring your product up, you can bring out sale, you can make profit. So it is a chance to do something. Moreover, problem solving and opportunities are closely related. Problem, if it is there, as we can see that opportunity is derived from problem. So this is only I am writing here. Problem give rise to opportunity. Problem give rise to opportunity. I would like to quote one example here. In 1996, there was a company, Ocean Agro Automation. quality, there is no way that your enterprise would fail. So just 2 minutes more. We are discussing about the uses of problem identification. To entrepreneur. To entrepreneur or businessman, entrepreneur, what he will do if he identify the problems. You tell what he will do if he identify the problems. Pause my video here and just enlist the problems, enlist the points. What he will do if he do problem identification. Then you can match my factors with you, my points with you. Yes. So if he identify the problem, then he identify the need and demand of market, of society, right? He creates ample number of opportunities. He creates ample opportunities. Which can be converted into business. Yes? And it also motivates. If you find a problem, it always motivates an entrepreneur to be creative, right? It always increases employment. Whenever you are opening your own industry, your own firm, you are giving employment to the people. You increase per capita income, like you increase your income because you have started earning profit, as well as you contribute national income also. So all these are the uses of problem identification, which are very simple. You can also do it, and I have just written 6. You can make it 12, 20. You can identify 20 uses of it also. It is very simple, right? So we have done all these topics which we had thought to cover. Now I would recommend you to do the assignments and discuss the problems, whatever the queries will be. Okay? So this is it. Stay at home. Be safe. Thank you.